Okay, mathematicians, we're almost there. There was one last skill we needed to talk about, and it just comes from SohCahToa. We learned our right triangle trigonometry, and we learned that if we have some angle and I want to take the sine of that angle, the sine of the angle will always be the opposite side. I don't know, I'll call it O, divided by the hypotenuse, I'll call it H. So then we can write our equation and say the sine of 20 degrees, right, that ratio, the sine of 20 degrees, will equal the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Just some ratio of sides, right? It could be 6 over 7. It could be 12 over 19. Just some fraction here. But what we need something a little bit different. So what if I gave you the two sides to begin with? Let's say this is 19 inches and this is 18 inches. And I actually wanted to figure out what the angle is. We haven't done this yet. And we're going to do a whole section on it and cover some things, but for right triangle trigonometry purposes, I think we can jump ahead just a tiny bit. The way it works is pretty similar to the SohCahToa stuff. I am given the opposite side of this angle and the adjacent side of this angle, so I need to use tangent. Okay, well, for tangent, we'll write our equation. The tangent of the angle of theta will equal the opposite side over the adjacent side. Okay. Now we have to solve this. I have to get theta by itself. What does theta equal? Okay, and this is where we run into an issue. That this isn't multiplication. You can't divide by tangent. You can't add tangent. This is a whole new operation. So it stands to reason that there is a whole new operation that would get theta by itself. And what it's called the inverse tangent. I could take the inverse tangent of both sides, the inverse tangent of this, and take the inverse tangent of 19 over 18, and the inverse tangent of a tangent is essentially going to cancel out. I'm going to get theta by itself, and that will equal the inverse tangent of 19 over 18. Inverse tangent is asking for an angle. What angle has a tangent that's 19 over 18? What angle has opposite side 19 and adjacent side 18? Well, let's ask the calculator what. So I'm going to hit second tangent to bring up the inverse tangent of 19 over 18, and that would give me approximately 46.5 degrees, because I'm in degree mode on this one. Okay? So this inverse idea, we could do inverse sine, we can do inverse cosine. They will give us an angle that follows these stipulations. It gives us these sides. We're going to use that. Okay, moving on.